We should do it like, this is me before the Cumbrian Way, this is me after the Cumbrian Way.
So this is me before walking the Cumbria Way. So this is me after walking the Cumbria Way.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. And in this episode we're going to be doing the Cumbrian Way, which for those that don't know is a 137km through hike. Now we're going to be camping, hiking and covering some of the most beautiful spots inside the Lake District. Let's get straight into it. Got some absolutely dead scran just to get us carved up, loads of sugar in that. But yeah, we're on the way to Carlisle now, so about an hour and a half away. Let's get it. Okay guys, the time is 20 to 11. We've landed in Carlisle and we're going to head to the starting point now. But before we do, we're just picking up some water and some last minute supplies. Now the weather is actually surprisingly good. It's meant to be raining right now, so we'll take it, but it is really windy and I have got a pole tent, so it's going to be interesting to see how we get on. So we made it to the castle and we're just looking for the starting sign. There's a little post around here, which is the starting point, we think anyway. This is the start of the Cumbrian Way for us. Now I know the Cumbrian Way officially goes from Ulverston up to Carlisle, but just for logistics we're starting at Carlisle, and as you can see we're at the Carlisle Castle, and let's start the Strava. Let's go. We've made it to the unofficial end point. The sun's shining right now. We've got 28 kilometers to cover today, and we're going to be heading to a bothy very deep in the mountains to get some shelter because we're due some pretty bad rain at night. Anyway, enough filming, let's get some miles in these legs. So we're 2 kilometers in and the sun is shining. Take a look how much water it's put down over the last few days. I would not want to fall in there, as I don't feel like you'd be getting out. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, to be fair. I'm 2 kilometers in, so I'd hope so. The bag's about 10 kg with water and food, 8.5 kg base weight, so not too heavy, very comfortable. And let's keep getting these miles down us. A good start. We're 2.5 kilometers in and the path has already flooded because of all the rainfall, so we're gonna have to take a little detour, but we don't mind it too much. I do not fancy walking through that. The river level is so high and I would not want to fall in there. I got the poles out just to save the legs, and we're nearly 5.5 kilometers in, so we're making pretty good ground, pretty good time. Let's get to this bothy. So after nearly 9 kilometers, we've made it to Dalston, I think it is. Couple of nice pubs, cool tractors. We're just gonna grab a little snack from here, but as you can see, the sun is shining. It is extremely windy, but to be honest, I can't complain. So we're 9 kilometers in, which is pathetic, but we are putting plasters on and we have refueled. Obviously, this is preventative maintenance. If we don't have any issues, we want to keep that through the next 120 kilometers, so we're just trying to stay on the ball. No hate. 10 kilometers done and 110 to go. Feeling pretty good. It's pretty flat this section, so I'm not struggling too much. Massive big pile of crap there. I think that's an electric bike over there. Pretty cool. But yeah, the sun's shining, man. I'm loving this right now. Even the wind's died off. I cannot believe that I was worried about the weather. I'm sure we'll see some bad weather, don't get me wrong, but I'm enjoying the moment right now. We need to get to the EZ zone at 6 PM on Monday, as that's when we're getting extracted. So if we don't make it, we're going to miss our lift and have to spend £15 on public transport, God forbid. So we need to get there Monday, 6 PM. Let's go. We may have f***ed up here. Our first view of the Lake District over there, which is exciting. Beautiful field. And again, we've reached the path and it's looking a bit flooded. I don't know, what do you guys think? Can we cross that? Probably not. It's not looking good, we've got to go through it. Get to the other side, hopefully we don't have to cross it again, but it must have been absolutely chucking it down, man. Look at that. That's some of the grimmest water I think I've ever seen. Screaming tetanus, that, innit? The path is absolutely flooded again, and it takes us forever to take our shoes off, so we're going to try and find a way around this time. So we've got to take a walk through Slug Graveyard. This is vile, this. Really? You have to go around it then. fast flowing that river is. Not sped up. If you fall in that, you're not coming back out again. So we're back on road now, and this is where we're heading to. The summit of Lingy Hill, I think it's called, and lingy bothy. Probably about 5-6k to go. But yeah, the legs are struggling right now. I'm about 29 kilometers in, and I'm surprised on how my legs are handling. I thought they would handle it a lot better than this, but I'm sure I'll get into the groove of things. And to be fair, I think this is probably the second longest walk I've ever done in a day, so I'm gonna cut myself a bit of slack. Gonna end up doing about 5 kilometers. Expected the rain started to come out, so we'll put our waterproofs on. Only got about 1.5 kilometers to go at this point, so that's pretty exciting. But yeah, I'm ready to get my tent up, and I am so tired, man. 32 kilometers in, 2 kilometers to go. Can't lie, I'm really struggling right now, man. This is really tough. So yeah, we're just taking shelter behind this rock wall. There's some very strong winds and awful rain. Lucky for us, we are very close. That's what we're up to. Nearly 10 hours in. We've finally made it to the bothy. 35 kilometers, 10 hours. And here we have it. Probably gonna be camping next to this, unless there's room in it, but let's take a look and find out. So, mate, that's sick, that drying. So yeah, we've arrived in the bothy and that, my feet. This is cool, this though, like little notebooks and that. It's really well maintained, isn't it? I think I'm gonna try and stay here. I think it depends if I'm touching your feet, I won't. Morning guys, so a pretty decent night's sleep, probably about 8 hours. Bit broken, the weather was horrendous last night, and this is where we stayed. The 2 lads that were here when we arrived have gone, and then we've met up with another one of my mates who's come through. Pretty cool bothy this, to be fair. So I got a decent sleep last night. It's really windy, but looking for us that this cabin has got the bloody guy ropes. Still pretty knackered though. Just met up with another guy, and then these 2 lads are heading to Pillar today. But yeah, that's the cabin that we stayed in. Really cool. We're gonna head to Keswick now and get some food. And I think Keswick's about 12 kilometers away, so it's not too bad. The unfortunate time has come where I've got to do my business. So I'm just gonna find somewhere relatively secluded, but not too near the cabin. And this dog is called Zeus. So we've left the bothy and we're just dropping down now into Keswick. I think we've got about 15 kilometers to go, so it's not an easy walk, but it's gonna be relatively dry today. Come here to see if we can get some food. We're about 5 kilometers away from Keswick. This is a skidoo hostel. I don't think you can get to this via road. I think that's like an off-road track that you can get to it. But we're just gonna see if they do food because we're pretty starving. The place is class. There's loads of like coffee, tea, snacks, places to cook. Just been chilling there for the last couple of hours, so yeah. And for those that are interested, this is Skidoo Hostel? Yeah, Skidoo Hostel. But yeah, it's a really cool place to be fair. I'll definitely be going back. Just gonna wash my pots now. And then we're 8 kilometers away from Keswick. Gonna spend a couple of hours in Keswick recharging, and then we're gonna head to the south side of Derwentwater, which is another 8 kilometers. So 2-hour hike, Keswick for 2 hours or 3 hours, and then a 2-hour hike to the south side of Derwentwater. And that's gonna be a wrap for today. So I'll see you guys in Keswick. The weather has been amazing so far, other than last night, but we were in shelter by then. Can't complain. Coming up to 49 kilometers, a couple more kilometers to go to Keswick, and then we're nearly halfway there. Bit of an issue crossing this river. Not looking good. Keswick's finally coming to view. So hungry, gonna get to the Wetherspoons, maybe get a chippy as well. Okay guys, so we made it to the Wetherspoons. Wow, I've taken all my socks off to dry, so I've been wearing some like merino wool socks and some waterproof socks because my boots or my trainers have been getting absolutely soaked. I'm just letting my feet air out now. I'm gonna order some food and the lads have just gone to get some new socks, but yeah, we're chilling right now. I'm so ready for this, man. Beautiful.
To be fair, look at that, the chewing is pointless.
Met another mate, Sean, who's going to be doing the remainder of the hike, or as much as he can survive with his school bag. But yeah, he's very willing, so big up Sean for coming through. About 3 kilometres now from the south side of Derwent Water where we plan to pitch up. The rain's come in, so we're getting a little bit wet, but yeah, we're doing pretty good. We want to hit 60k by the end of today. Rain's come back out. It's really nice though. Don't know what that is. Might be cat bells. This has been a joke. Every single path we've been on at some point has been really flooded. But yeah, we just got to make it across. Danny spent about an hour drying his shoes and now he's about to get them soaking again, so let's get it. What are you saying, lad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get one.
That guy's 28 years old getting carried across a puddle. I'm just being bitter because my shoes are soaked.
So the tent I'm using is the Lanshan 2 by 3 FUL gear, which is a pole tent. It's an absolutely brilliant tent and I've had no issues with it. I've had it some strong winds on top of Snowdon, 1,000 metres above sea level. It can be quite difficult to pitch. You do need some good flat ground and you do need to be able to get your stakes or pegs in quite deep. But other than that, it's absolutely brilliant. And only weighing in at 1 kg, it's a great option. But overall, I would say I do prefer a freestanding tent with poles.
Good morning guys, just after 8 o'clock, woke up. It's quite windy, Sean starting to pack up, pretty nice. Tent was getting absolutely battered by the wind, so it's a little bit uneven, but the pegs all stayed in more or less. I didn't hammer any of them in, but pretty nice place to be, pretty warm. That's Danny's tent, Sean's tent, Jet's tent, and I'm gonna hop in here now for a swim. 1 kilometre in, and the path is like this. That's the bridge, but it's been built a little bit low, so we're gonna try and go around. So just as I was complaining, this is the path.
Let's commit.
This is heavy, bro. Got to go right through there again. Right through there, man, that's so heavy. So as you can see, we've made the executive decision to take our shoes and socks off because the detour is going to add on a couple of kilometres. It's just not worth it at this point. Yeah, the game's the game. It's pretty mad because there's like bridges that are fully submerged. So I'm walking like in water on bridges like that, which is crazy. I mean, the lake level is so high and I really hope my pants don't fall down and get soaked, but right now we're doing all right. Just need to concentrate and make sure I don't fall in anything deeper. Rain's come back out. I've actually been pretty lucky with the weather, so I can't complain too much. Other than the flooding, it's been sound, but I think today's our worst day, so we're ready to get absolutely soaked. But Sean's got the appropriate equipment, so he should be fine. Taking shelter in this cave as the rain passes. It's pretty cool. I don't want any of these stones to fall on my head. This is Jack's dog, Zeus, which is a German Shepherd. Jack trains dogs and this one is very well behaved, waiting for his dad to come back from the toilet. Absolutely flooded. About 10 kilometres away from the pub though, so that's keeping us going. So more of the path is flooded. This is insane. I'm just trying to find the safest place to cross, as this is really deep. I don't fancy going up to my waist and getting all my electronics fried, so we're gonna try and find a way across, man. That'll all be like sludge. So we're dropping down now from the second highest part of the Cumbrian Way, going to the old Dungeon Gill Hotel, which is just down there. Hopefully to get some food there. And to be fair, we're weighing up the options for accommodation because a lot of our stuff is very damp right now. So to have a refresh would be brilliant, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to happen from cost and availability. But regardless, I'm pretty happy to be getting down to the pub. 4 kilometers left, and that'll take us to about 84 kilometers, which is a double marathon. 2 marathons done, 1 to go, and that'll be the end of the Cumbrian Way, finishing in Ulverston. So 2 more days to go, 2 more 20k plus days to go after today. It's been really good, but me, it's been tough. So we had an absolute nightmare there. The storm was well over 50 miles per hour. My bag cover blew off, and just, yeah, loads of issues. We got absolutely soaked. So we've come to the old Dungeon Gill Hotel, where we can dry all our stuff, and there's going to be 4 of us staying in 1 hotel room. So that's going to be fun. All my stuff's drying here. I'm just about to put the dryer on. That's the dryer on. Sounds a bit sketchy, but I need that stuff dry for tomorrow, as we have another marathon to cover. The only thing that we can get wet is my merino wool leggings and my Montane down jacket, so shout out to them for staying dry. Come on, man. Absolutely starving. Okay, so this is the room that we're staying in. My bed, Danny and Sean's bed, and then the dog Zeus and Jack are going to be sleeping down here with a sleeping mat. Really wanted to do this without getting a hotel, but unfortunately, due to the weather conditions, everything's soaked. We needed to use a dryer, dry our jackets, and it wouldn't be safe to carry on with all wet gear because the temperature's dropping to about 5-6 degrees tonight, even in August. So it's crucial we get everything dried so we can get back on road tomorrow. I'm going to go and chill with the lads downstairs for a bit, get a couple more carbohydrates down me, and I'll see you guys in the morning.
I hope they're dry. I just hope they are.
I know.
Boy.
Okay, so we're all restocked, and after a good night's sleep and plenty of food, we're going to hit the road for another marathon on the trail. Let's go. What's going on, guys? So we're back on day 4 of the Cumbrian Way. We've got a new recruit, Tia, who's had been given some eggs by the pub as basically a packed lunch. She's relatively new to the Lake District, and the eggs have exploded all over her bag. So she just spent the last half an hour cleaning it. But to be fair, I could hardly get the lads out of bed this morning, so it's 1 o'clock and we've just set off. But we're going to be dropping Tia off in Elterwater, and these guys are obviously with me heading through to Ulverston. Flooded paths have started to come into sight straight away. Now, it's been raining all morning, but fortunately enough for us, it's sunny right now. So let's go. Let's get some miles in. I cannot believe it. Sean is getting a lift across this puddle. This guy's a joke, man. I'm so jealous. My feet are soaking and I am 1 kilometre in. So we're just walking past Pavey Ark and Jack's Rake, which is one of my favourite hikes to do. The plan is we're going to try and get to the south side of Coniston, which is about 27 kilometres, and then that leaves us about 21 to do tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be worse weather, and today is looking pretty dry, so let's get some miles done. Found a little squirrel up in the tree, little grey squirrel. We're going to feed him to Zeus, but
She was not red.
he's already had his breakfast. The lads have got sticks out. Up into the forest we go. So we're about 8 kilometres away from Coniston, where we're going to be having a bit of a refuel, and then we're going to be hitting the camping spot, which is going to be up on the tarns on the south side of Coniston. So 8k to the pub, 8k to the camp spot. Look, crazy trees. Perfect climbing tree. 6 kilometres to Coniston. Let's get it. Feet are feeling all right. I mean, don't get me wrong. There is a bit of accumulated fatigue, but I feel actually all okay, to be fair. Just a lot of ups and downs, but we're covering a hell of mileage. Some big diggers. Lodge close is down there. Do not follow sat-nav, but apparently it is. Might come and check it out. Behind this machinery is our path. Some big trees chopped down around here. Crazy. More flooding. Little rest here now. Little rest. Not too far from townhouse. Beautiful. Made it to townhouse. Really cool spot. This very popular. I'm hoping there's an ice cream van here because last time I visited, I'm sure there was. We do a big can of Coke and maybe a 99. Get a bit of fuel in me. But yeah, everyone's feeling good. Sean's got some mild chin splints, but we're not far off finishing. Only about 12k left today and then 21k tomorrow, so we've done the majority of it. So hopefully get some food. My cafe. Well, nearly my cafe. I ain't no kangaroo. Now I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of purists giving me grief for not self-fueling the whole way and being completely self-sufficient, but you got to remember we are trying to enjoy ourselves to a degree, and we could definitely do it, but carrying the extra food would just give us a ton of more weight to carry. And obviously it's enough of a challenge to cover the 120 kilometre plus distance with our accommodation on our back, all the camping gear, all the gear to survive from a clothing point of view, cooking equipment, water filters, tablets, toothpaste, toothbrush. There's so much we take with us. We were closed, but did manage to open up for us. Shut at 4:30, we're at 1:45, so they sorted us out. But yeah, a little bit of scran. Should get us to Coniston. What? PVR. Couple of maybe rams. Are they rams? They're definitely male. There's quite a few of them, so I had to put the dog on the lead. But we're only a couple of kilometres from Coniston now, which I'm pretty happy with. After Coniston, we're going to head down Coniston Water, go up and camp by some of the tarns up there. I'm pretty happy to be finishing tomorrow, I can't lie. It's been a tough hike this, but it's good to get a good through hike under my belt. Take a look at this one. Big horns. Wonder how old that sign is. It's a Coniston Water coming into view for the first time. That is the town of Coniston down there, just behind those trees, where we're going to get some scran and we're going to find a campsite. What are you saying, Sean?
I'm happy for it, Joe.
He's happy for it. Let's have it. Let's have it. Come on.
Phone's unlocked.
What's the Strava?
What's the Strava?
Yeah, man.
Big up, my man.
Big up the Strava, you know. 107 kilometres in the bank. Probably another 20 to go. On this really cool shelter. Where the hell was this yesterday when we needed it? Loads of room in here. We could have set our sleeping mats up. But unfortunately for us today, the weather's really good. In the doghouse. Oh, it's a kennels. It's a kennels. For the pooch. Made it into Coniston now. I was going to grab some food. I made sure and drop back because his bag looks a bit shit on the video. Yeah, I'm starving, man, by now, so I was going to go to a pub and then sit up. I think that's the old man. Not a old man, the old man. One of them up there. Might be that one. Shout out to Mountain Rescue. We're trying to find a pub now. Sister got married in that church over there. This is the church where my sister's got married. And then I'm trying to get in here, but I think it's short. We need some meat for the poochie and we need some, nearly tripped over. Need some meat for the poochie and we need a new hat for me. Loads of pubs around here. Kind of want an Indian, but I don't think they'll let the dog in, so we'll probably just pub it. But we're gonna get some swigs from in here, the village store, to try and save some moolah. In Coniston, and we've just had a bit of a restock with food and that. I'm pretty tired, but this pizza looks pretty good. Let's get it down us. One last restock at Spa before we head to the south. It's outside of Coniston, baby, 8 kilometres. What have we got in here? Sean's got his phone upside down as a head torch. His head torch run out of battery. But yeah, 4k to go to our camping spot. We're just by Coniston now. That's Zeus. 4k. Let's get it done in 50 minutes.
Probably about even, going towards company over solo.
You alright?
Cutting through this fern, this sketchy as. Finally got the path back.
Sticky one still.
It's mad. I'm gonna set up over here, I think, if we can. Somewhere in that jungle of ferns. So, as usual, I'm the first to set my tent up.
Yeah.
Danny's trying to struggle with his. He's had to YouTube the instructions. Sean hasn't started.
Yeah, because I haven't got anywhere to fucking put it.
And then I think Jack's does cowboy camping tonight. I think he's had enough. So it's midnight, it's absolutely chucking it down and it's full of bugs in here. I managed to get rid of quite a lot. As you can still see, there's a few, but it's so warm, man. Oh my God, I don't need a sleeping bag. Got no clothes on other than boxers. And it is absolutely roasting. I'll see you guys in the morning for day 5. And guys, 8 AM. Time to get back on road and put these soaking wet shoes on. I've got some fresh waterproof socks though, so it's not too bad. And this is where we stayed last night. Pretty close to the path, but beggars can't be choosers. We didn't pitch up till about 11, 12. Another wet day on the trail. Flooded. 20k to go though, or 18 kilometres to go. 18 kilometres to go to Ulverston. And then I think we're going to be getting a train back to Poland, where we live. Yeah, it's been class, just horrendous weather. And in typical Lake District fashion, the second we go home, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Beautiful sun. Charge it to the game. Cumbria Way. 14 kilometres to go. It's taking a bit of a detour because one of the paths is extremely flooded, so we're just hitting the road for a couple of k's before we rejoin the Cumbria Way. This weather has been really tough, I can't lie, but I'll definitely come back and do it again. I mean, the goal was to do it in 4 days. Unfortunately, we've had to do it in 5 just because of the weather, the timings. We've met a few people on the way and we've wanted to enjoy it and chill out, but 4 days is definitely achievable, especially if the weather's dry. But we were expecting extremely heavy rain, therefore it has caused some minor delays. Today we're only doing about 18 kilometres, which we could have easily smashed off if we had more opportunity to cover ground with better weather windows, but I think I'm just making excuses. To be fair, my legs are killing. But yeah, I think I'll do it again next summer. Try and plan it better, be a bit more spontaneous with when we're doing it, and do it when it's completely dry, and just do it in 4 days, but maybe do it in June where the days are a little bit longer too, which definitely wouldn't hurt because we'll have more time to cover ground. But yeah, it's been brilliant. Let's get to Ulverston. Yeah, the plan was to get picked up in Ulverston at 7 by my girlfriend, 7 PM. But reality, we're going to get there for 1, by 1:15. So we're probably just going to hop on the train to Lancaster and then hop on the train to Polton, where I'm from. And that way we're going to be able to just start the process of drying and cleaning all our gear. But it has been sick, this, I can't lie. Really good, really tough, but that's how we like it. I've had some great support on this YouTube account over the last few months, and I only started it in June. I think I posted like 11 or 10, 11, 12 long videos and a couple of shorts. But yeah, I'm really enjoying making these longer form videos. Find it really rewarding, and it's nice, even from my point of view, to capture these events, these life events, and obviously share them with you guys, but not even that, share them with myself, share them with my friends and my family, and obviously watch them back. I mean, I've watched the Norway vlogs back a couple of times, and it really inspires me to get out. And I remember why I do it. Sometimes, like, I'll be thinking, oh, I can't be asked going lakes, or I can't be asked going booking a holiday and sorting a trip out. I'd rather just spend the money on material goods. But I watch some of these trips that I go on. I think, yeah, that's really good. That I'm going to make sure that I get out again, and I hope it has the same effect with you guys. But if not, it definitely does with me. So yeah, thanks for all the love on YouTube and that. And I'll be posting a long video every week for the foreseeable. Take it easy. Yeah, fair enough. I won't get on a bus now for 500 if you give me 500 quid. Yeah, true. Shorts, baby. Zeus has been a good boy. And his barn full of all this wool. We need to get back to all this. It's tough right now, you know.
There's no way that's lit still.
Nearly there, man. 4k to go. Just got fully ran out the ends by the cows and the bull there. We had to jump over the fence, man. Crazy. Yeah, I've got cars to be fair, but that's the path, so we have to rejoin it. Look at the sides of this one. I'm not getting in that field. I'm going to have to climb over this. Mad. Bit dry, lads.
Yeah.
You have to carry him down.
We'll try and push it out, we'll just pull it.
Nice, good boys this. Bull. Bull. Made it to Ulverston. This has been tough, I'm not gonna lie to you. I cannot believe it, guys, we've finally made it to Ulverston. Absolutely soaked down to our boxes. That was some of the worst rain I've ever experienced, but we're gonna try and get something from a shop, and then I'm gonna just try and jump on a train to either Lancaster, Preston, or Polton. Just need to get home, man, and get all this gear dry. But yeah, class experience, but F me, man, this weather is not a vibe. I'm freezing right now. Hope I've got some dry clothes at the bottom of my bag. It's absolutely freezing in here. It's full of bloody fridges. The last place I want to be right now. It's not raining outside though, so I'm going to pattern up some new clothes. So we're having to run, or kind of run, to the train station because it's 10 minutes walk away and the train leaves in 6 minutes. And I don't think we're going to make it, but let's send it.
5 days.
I think we made it, guys.
We got a sock on the back still.
Thank God for that. Really good. Oh my God, 1 minute to spare. The train's probably delayed anyway, but
11 past.
made it onto the train. Big wet bag. Back home. 2 trains done, 1 to go. We're currently in Preston. We just need to get back to Polton now. And that's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for watching this far. I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.